Feeling good about blood and guts these days? There's still plenty of blood and guts to go around with the Jazwares AEW Ringside Collectibles exclusive Darby Allin versus Brody King Blood and Guts 2-pack. Let's unbox it.
All is well, alas, I do well.
Are you ready? Did you collect action figures as a kid?
No.
I got a hell of a pack.
We're showing everybody's huge packages off here.
Perfect.
Disappointment in ruining the packaging, and now,
You want John Cena? You like John Cena, bro? No one likes John Cena!
Great series of interviews. Continue.
I have to know how
to share that with me.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Makes his way into another Ringside Collectibles exclusive, and Brody King is debuting in the Jazwares AEW line in this Ringside Collectibles exclusive. Blood and Guts, last man standing. Take a good look at the packaging here. Plenty of blood and guts detail. Brody King versus Darby Allin in blood on the side right here. There's their photos on the other side, very cool. On the back, picture from the match that this is taken from, which was, of course, technically a coffin match, but that's not always the nicest word to put on packaging, so it's not necessarily on the packaging here, but we know what kind of match it was. And there was brutality outside of the coffin here, so plenty that alludes to the idea of blood and guts for this Blood and Guts 2-pack. And you gotta love the blood and guts packaging, right? You got that kind of 3D levied text right here in the front, printed with a little bit of plastic feel. Very cool. So let's take a look at the figures themselves. Darby Allin and Brody King. Who wants to see a rematch? That's my question. Is there time to get Darby Allin and Brody King into the... Oh, and check that out. In the back of the package here, on the box, another print. A little bit of a detailed photo of the match that took place. But anyways, on to that rematch. Darby Allin versus Brody King in 2024. After everything's all set with Sting, who knows? The world is Darby's oyster, so. And the lone non-body part accessory here, putting those tech deck toys to shame. We've got a Darby skateboard deck. Check that out. Some raised bumps on here. And on the other side, some weathering, of course. Spots of blood, even this fingerprint blood right here. Very cool. A couple of fist accessories for Darby right there. You can tell by the tattoos, of course. Darby's roaring head sculpt, his alternate head sculpt right here. Great face paint, good look. Here's the actual Darby figure, super serious, and of course ready for a fight. A fight that results in blood and guts, accurate tattoos, plenty of blood stains here. Gotta love that. You don't get that very often on wrestling action figures. That's what makes the blood and guts set so special. Relentless tattoo on the back, Ain't Life Grand on the front. I'll let you read that part on the chest right there yourself. Tattoos, some weathering on this arm, also around his stomach, right? This was a really brutal, intense match, and it's definitely reflected in the figure itself. And there's Darby's ring gear, those kind of short shorts, a little bit of blood detailing on there, and his stockings, of course, with some blood detailing as well, and those short wrestling boots. Love the tabs on the back, too. Great stuff. What an exclusive figure. A couple of fist accessories for Brody King right here, and look at those brutally bloodied knuckles. Man, somebody's taking a beating, and I don't think it's Brody King. Here's Brody's alternate head sculpt, and it's great when you have a first time in the line figure to have not one but two head sculpts. This one bloodied and intense with a fade style haircut. Of course, accurate tattoo right here behind the ear. Great detail and extremely manly. Look at that. And here's Brody's first time in the line figure as part of a Jazwares AEW Ringside Collectibles exclusive. That's exciting. Tons of detail here, tons of blood splattering. You can even see, if you look closely at his face, where Darby's makeup kind of has rubbed off onto him as well, so I think that's a great detail. And just check out the tats on this one. Can't imagine how challenging this must have been for the design team to not only add the detail to all of these tattoos, but make sure that the blood detail goes in there as well. So, you have to make sure you're not covering it up in the wrong way, taking away any of that detail, make sure the integrity of the tattoos remain. And Brody King is a tatted guy, right? And you can really tell by this figure how much work went into representing those tattoos accurately. So very cool. Gotta also love the padlock neck chain right there. And black hand wraps, again with those bloodied hands right there from giving Darby a beating. And there was just so much blood in this match that how could it not be everywhere? And look at that ring gear. Love the short trunks right there. Gotta love the simplistic ring gear. I'm always a fan of that, as I like to say, with the symbol in the front and in the back right here. And more accurate tattoos on the leg. Is that the Toxic Avenger I see? Cool. What else do we have? So many different things. That's gonna be the surprise for you. You know, you can look and watch in this video, but it doesn't do it justice until you get up close and really see what's on here. As far as tattoos are concerned, you see an owl right there. Tons of tats, tons of things to look at. Give you an extra, just one extra look right there, because I can't remember the last time we had somebody with such an intense tattooing all over their body. So very cool. It goes all the way down. They're under the knee pads too, so I'm not going to take these knee pads off, but they are removable. You can see like the leg wraps right there. And those aren't removable, but you can see the tattoos are shown. You know, he's got some underneath his boots ultimately. So very cool to add also even the partial tattoo detail. And speaking of the boots, tall laced boots with kind of white flames and of course blood splatters on there. And this truly represents blood and guts right here. Brody King. Brody King and Darby Allin coming at you live with a Ringside Collectibles exclusive Blood and Guts 2-pack. Brutal. You can't, even if you hit them together as hard as you can't quite match the intensity of the match that took place between these two. So head on over to Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com. Plenty of Jazwares AEW Ringside Collectibles exclusives, including other Blood and Guts figures in this kind of nice series that we've had going on. Plenty of Jazwares AEW Blood and Guts figures to go around. So if you're into blood detailing on your wrestling action figures, we got them for you. Check out also other Jazwares AEW Ringside Collectibles exclusives and mainline figures, of course. They're all at WrestlingFigures.com. Rings, accessories, plenty of wrestling action, even when it leads to blood and guts. Go to Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com. Make it all about wrestling.